sir has conducted more than 8,000 surgeries of Sharakarma and Agnikarma in the management of piles. Sir is a recognized as Rashtriya Guru at Rashtriya Ayurveda Vidyapit New Delhi from 2016 and many more accolades to come. So I request Dr. Ravi Shankar Parvaz to kindly start his lecture. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Perfectly
Hello.
audible. Yes,
Okay, we'll continue it. So,
yes, sir.
First of all, I am thankful for organizers for giving this opportunity to share my experience of treating diabetic foot, Dushtavruna, based on Ayurveda. So first, let us pray Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Brave Namaha. Let us get Ashirwad of all Purva Vidyas and Apurva Vidyas and all Gurus. With their blessings, I will start my presentation. So, diabetic foot ulcer, that is gangrene, and Madhumeha Runa, Vidyukotha, how it can be treated. First, you see, here is a case of diabetic foot ulcer with the gangrenous changes in the fingers. Here too, the same patient in another view. So these are all presentations. Same patient with all gangrenous foot, it is there. So my question is, when such patients comes, why they come to Ayurveda treatment? Usually they go for allopathy treatment. Many of them they come to Ayurveda treatment. Why? Because in Western medicine, the surgeons usually advise for below knee amputation. So to avoid that below knee amputation, they come to us. Is there any alternate Ayurveda treatment which can save their limbs? So how it can be done? How it can be treated in the Ayurveda? Can we save their limb? This is the good question. So with this question, I want to answer with my presentation today. So any question can be answered in Ayurveda by basic concept. Hetu linga vishanam jnanam prasthatara parayanam. Patient comes to us with the linga. Here in this context, there will be a gangrenous foot ulcer is there. With this linga they come. We have to find out what is its hetu. To that hetu we have to give aushadha. That is management we have to give. So the cause hetu always in Ayurveda is explained on the basis of three doshas. Nasti rogo vina dosha yasmat asma vichakshanaha anuktamapi. Even it is not told, you have to see doshanam linge. By seeing doshalinga in vyadhi, then we have to do upachara. So coming to madhumeha, first here they present with the two conditions, a diabetic foot ulcer. One, they come with the madhumeha. Another condition, they come with the ulcer, a dushtarvana. These two conditions will be there in all diabetic foot gangrene patients. So first, let us see madhumeha, and in madhumeha patient there will be runa. So what is both condition we should explain. Madhumeha means what? Madhuram yaccha meheshu prayo madhviva mehati sarve api madhumeha kyo madhurya cha tanorata. Usually we think that blood becomes sweet. So we can get inference is that whole body blood becomes sweet. Its blood sugar is increased. One is urine sugar and one is blood sugar. Both are increased from its standard state. That is known as madhumeha. So what? So we should not think madhumeha means only urine is sugar, sweet, but whole body also sweet. These two things occurs in the body. So, what is this Madhumeha? You see how it occurs. Madhumeha occurs Bahu Drava Shleshma Dosha Vishesha. Which dosha involved? Always a Sthana Samshaya dosha, Kavayagna dosha with Shleshma. And Shleshma dosha has Prithvi and Apya Mahabhuta. When Apya Mahabhuta becomes increased, Bahu Drava increased, then there will be a patient will get a Madhumeha. Liquimation बहु बद्धम मेदो मांस शरीर क्लेदम शुक्रम शोणित वसा मज्जा लसीक रसौज अष्ट ख्यात इति दुष्य विशेष all this indicates whole body is involved. So in the apya mahabhuta is increased in this condition in pathogenesis of prameha. Always this prameha again it is 20 types, 10 kaphaja, 6 pittaja, 4 vataja. Always we consider as in 4 vataja, 1 is Kshaudra-meha, Madhumeha. So, how many types of Madhumeha? Usually, we think that Madhumeha means only one type. So, but here, according to pathogenesis, Vagbhata and Madhavedan both says Madhumehu Madhusamam Jayate Sa Khela Dvida. This is 2 types. One is Kruddhe Dhatukshayat, Vata Prakopai, Dhatukshayat Vata Prakopa getting Madhumeha. And one is Doshavarana Vata Prakopa, then Prakupita Vata Gastha Samshaya, you get Madhumeha. So it becomes 2 types. One is Dhatukshayat Vata Prakopa, degenerate, a lean diabetic, and one is Dosha Avruta, obstruction generates by doshas. It is always Avruta Janya. That is why in Vagbhata and Madhavena says Madhumeha is Prameha 20, in that one Vataja Madhumeha is Madhumeha. This Madhumeha itself again 2 types. One is Avrata Janya, one is Dhatuksheja. Again this Avrana Janya, Avrana by what? By doshas. So it may be Kapha Avrana, Pitta Avrana, both Kapha, Pitta Avrana. It becomes 3 types. So totally Madhumeha becomes according to Ayurveda, one is 4 types. One is Dhatuksheya Vata Prakopaja. Another is one is Kapha Avrata, second one is Pitta Avrata, third one is both Kapha Pitta Avrata. By Taratama Bhava Veda it will become many types, but broadly we can say this 4 types. So whatever patient comes to us with the increased blood sugar, we have to analyze that case. Is it Dhatuksheja? Is it Avranajanya? If it is Avranajanya, we have to see. Is it Kapha Avrana? Is it Pitta Avrana? Both Kapha, Pitta, Avrana. We should analyze. Then comes Athava. Athava means what? Dhatuksheya due to Avrana. Initially, Avrana pathogenesis is more, Avrana symptoms are more. Slowly, Dhatuksheya symptoms will increase. So, usually, Avrana symptoms are more initially. Patient comes with increased Avrana symptoms. As time passes on, Dhatuksheya symptoms will increase. So, this is our mathematical equation. Whenever patient comes, you see broadly, if you see, Madhumeha is Vataja. Again, Apatya-mitaja and Kulaja. Apatya-mitaja, Dhatuksheja and Avrtajanya. Avrtajanya will be Kapha-avrana, Pitta-avrana, Kapha-pitta-avrana. Slowly, it will convert into Dhatuksheja. So, these are all mathematical principles. How you can diagnose, is it Kapha-avrana, is it Pitta-avrana, both Kapha-pitta-avrana? By seeing the signs and symptoms. If it is Kapha-avrana, there will be, patient will be heavy built and Ghana Mamsa will be there. When the Pitta-avrana Janya, he is moderately built and there will be Shithila Mamsa. And Daha Santapa, these Lakshanas will be there. Or Brahma will be there. Kshudadikyata will be there. Svedadikyata will be there. Then it is Pitta-avrana. When both Kapha Pitta-avrana, Svedadikyata, Kshudadikyata, and Daha, at the same time heaviness, Gurutva, Shaitilya, these things, everything. He may be heavy built at the same time, Daha, Santapa, Brahma, all these symptoms will be there. Then both Kapha Pitta-avrana will be there. When you give the treatment, if it is Kapha, you have to give Kapha Rajigitsa, and Pitta, you have to give Pitta Rajigitsa. When both Kapha Pitta, you have to give both Kapha Pitta Harachigitsa. After the Avrana, removal of Avrana, then only for Dhatuksheya we can treat. If it is Kevala Dhatuksheya, according to Ayurveda, it is Asadhya type of Madhumeha. So, Avrana Janya initially maybe Avrana symptoms are more. If you don't treat him, slowly he will become lean and thin. A heavy build becomes, if you don't treat him, slowly his weight His body, flesh, everything comes down, he will become converted into Dhatuksheja. When he comes into Dhatuksheya state, it becomes Asadhya. So whenever a patient comes to us in a clinic, we have to diagnose, is it Kapha-varana, is it Pitta-varana, is both Kapha Pitta-varana, if you diagnose, which type. If it is Dhatuksheja, directly you can tell it is a Asadhya. But Avaranajanya, it can be treated. I don't think, say it is Asadhya. In that state, he says it is Kritra Sadhya. A patient may come with 90% or 10% Dhatuksheya, 50% or 50% Dhatuksheya, or 10% Avarana, 90% Dhatuksheya. By all this means patient may come to us. So in every patient, you have to diagnose if it is Avaranajanya or Dhatuksheya. If it is Avaranajanya, is it Kapha Pitta, Kapha Pitta, or is it Dhatuksheya, or percentage of Avarana Dhatuksheya. First diagnose it, then we have to give specific treatment. So Avarana is not anatomic, it is a physiological. In modern science, we can only say it is a resistance, but we cannot pinpoint cause. But in Ayurveda principle, we can understand Avarana or resistance. We see in the modern science, they say insulin dependent or insulin resistant diabetes mellitus. A resistant by what? It have to analyze. But in Ayurveda, we can say resistance means Avaranajanya. Avarana is it by Kapha or Pitta or both Kapha Pitta. You can diagnose and give specific treatment. So then you can give specific treatment. So coming to Rana again he says Sharira and Agantuja. Anyhow, in this condition of diabetic foot ulcer, it's always a Sharira Rana. By Agantu also there may be Rana occurs, then it may convert into Doshaja. Always a Doshaja Rana, all three doshas involved. But if Vata, there will be Ruja. If Pitta, there will be Daha. If Kapha, there will be Shota and Kleda will be there. So if a patient comes with the Rana, he has a Shula, we can understand Vata is involved. Daha, Kotha, Paka, Raktasrava is there, we can say Pitta is involved. Or Shota, Kleda, Kandu, if these conditions are there in a given Rana, you can say Kapha is involved. You can specifically diagnose. So coming to understanding this, any Rana or Rana Shota, there will be Amavastha, Pachavana, Pakavastha, Amavastha. There will be always Vata Prakopa. That is why in a case when he comes, you have to do Samprapti diagnosis, that is pathological understanding of the disease. The specific shloka given in Ayurveda is Yatha Dushten Doshena, Yatha Cha Anuvisarpata, Nivritti Yatra Sthana Samshaya. Yatha Dushten Doshena. Here we have to understand how Vata Prakopa occurs. Classically he says Dhatuksheya Margavarana Cha, Dhatuksheya due to Margavarana. Initially, by Ruksha Shita Vruddhahara Viharas, Dhatuksheya Vata Prakopa, this Prakovita gets Sthana Samshaya, you get it. This is another way, Margavarana, Kapha, Pitta, Rakta, Mamsa, Meda, Asti, Madhya, Shukra, Vitta, Anna, Mutra, anything, Avarana occurs. So this Prakovita gets Sthana Samshaya. In context of Ekadeshaja, any Runashota, usually it will be Raktavarana. So this Prakovita gets Sthana Samshaya, that is disease. Initially there will be Avarana symptoms are more, but Dhatuksheya symptoms are less. As time passes on, Avarana symptom comes down, Dhatuksheya symptoms will increase. So to understand any Avaranajanya, if it is Pitta Avarana, there will be Dhatrishna Shulam Brahmastamaha, Shaitya Gaurav Shulan, whenever there is Kapha Avarana. Coming to this specifically, Runashod, it's Ekadesha, what I said, this because of this shloka, Raktavrte, Daha Artipakmam Santarajo Brusham, Bhave Saragaha, Shvayatu Jayante Mandalani. See, Mandalani Shvayatu means it cannot occur all over body. Whereas a Pitta-avarana and Kapha-avarana Lakshana, if you see, it is a Sarodehika symptoms. Whereas Rakta-avarana symptoms, symptomatology, you see what Charaka says, Mandalani Shvayatu, it is Ekadesha. And Daha, burning agent. So Arti means pain. And so where it occurs in between Pakka and Mamsa. Instead of that, and Raga, redness. The Sushruta used word is Sparshadesha, that is tenderness. So these 5 classical signs and symptoms of inflammation, what we see in this Lakshanas, Daha, Arti, Mandalani Shvetu Raga redness. These 5 symptoms we can see in a pathology of Raktavarana Vata Prakopa. So to understand this how it can happen, you see, it can understood by a scenario of a traffic. In a traffic, in Raktavarana Vata Prakopa, first there should be Rakta Dushti, then only this Dushita Rakta can block the movement of Vayu, then Raktavarana Vata Prakopa occurs. This Prakopa that Satamshi, you get a Mandalan Shvetu, all these signs and symptoms. There may be Rakta Dushti or Rakta Vasroto Dushti, it's one and the same. Just like in a traffic, heavy vehicles are going, lorry, bus, and small vehicles, bike, scooter, everything is going on. Whenever a lorry, heavy vehicle is stopped, then it stops movement of bike, etc. So that is why in Matraktajya he says Vayu is Sukshma and Chala, whereas Rakta is Sara and Drava. When compared to Vayu and Rakta, Vayu is Sukshma than Rakta, Rakta is Sthula than Vayu. Both are moving. If you consider a Sukshma bike, scooter, it's Vayu, a lorry, bus, it's Rakta. Whenever a lorry is damaged or road is damaged, first next lorry comes, it stops. Till you negotiate your bike. After some time, 3, 4, 5 bus lorry comes, it stops. Then that accumulated bus lorry itself blocks movement of bike scooter. First Rakta stop, then Rakta itself blocks movement of Vayu. Rakta Anvata Prakop. There will be accumulation of vehicle. Mandalani Shayatu. Heated exchange between drivers. Daha. Redness in eyes of drivers. Raga. And Sparsha Dvesha. These all classical signs and symptoms. Daha, Raga, Shota, Shula, Sparsha Dvesha. It's nothing but signs and symptoms of inflammation. Any inflammatory swelling. It comes under, if you open your whole our textbook, this specific sign of Sparsha Dvesha, it occurs only due to Raktavarana Vata Prakopa. By that, there will be Mandalani Shvetu, all other Runa will occur in our body. So to this happen, there should be Rakta Dushti should happen. If you see the Rakta Dushti Karanas in our Charaka Samhita, Pradushta Tikshnoshne Madhyanta Tiravana Kshare Amdevacha. First line is Pitta Swarupa Rakta Dushti Karana. Why I am saying this one is very important. A Rakta is a Dhatu. Rakta itself cannot block the movement of Vayu because Vayu is a dosha. Rakta itself is always a Dhatu. It cannot block itself. First, Rakta should be vitiated by doshas. Then the vitiated Rakta by doshas can block the movement of Vayu. Otherwise, it cannot have possible. If you see the first line here, it is a Pitta Swarup Rakta Dushti Karana. Second and third line is Kulatta Marnishpa, Pindala Marana, it's a Kappa Swarup Rakta Dushti Karana. And fourth and Viruddhahara, Chardivega Pratika, Kale, Vata Swarup Rakta Dushti Karana. And fifth line there will be Abhigata is a cause. Abhigata causes Rakta Dushti, then dosha involvement will be there. So one is Pitta Swarup Rakta Dushti, Kapha Swarupa or Vata Swarupa, Eka Doshaja, Dvidosh, Hanibhataja. Then there will be Mandalani, Shayata, all other signs and symptoms. If Pitta Swarupa Rakta Dushti, abolishing Raktavarana Vata, getting a Runa, that Runa will have symptom of Pittaja Lakshana. Kapha Swarupa Rakta Dushti, Raktavarana Vata, getting a Runa, that will have Kaphaja Lakshana. Vata Swarupa Rakta Dushti, Raktavarana Vata, getting a Runa, that will have Kevala Vata Lakshana. Like that, Dvidoshaja or Sanibhata Lakshana will be there. So then Abhigata also causes Rakta Dushti, Raktavarana Vata Prakopa. Other than this, Raktaja Krimi, Raktadhishthanajam, Prayo Vikaran Janenti. All Sukshma Krimis, that is bacterial, viral, fungal, any krimis, everything comes under Raktaja Krimi that do Rakta Dushti, Raktavarana Vata Prakopa leading to Rana Shota and Rana. Which Dosha Swarupa Rakta Dushti is there? That Dosha Swarupa Lakshanas will be there in a resultant Vyadi. So this Runa Shota, there are Ashtasthananas are told in our textbook. Vakmam Sirasnayu Sandhi Asti Marma Koshta Ashtasthana. Anywhere in body it can happen. If it is by Abhigata, Chikitsa will be Shalya Chikitsa. If it is Doshaja Rakta Dushti, Dosha Amapachana should be done. If it is Krimija Rakta Dushti, then Krimi Chikitsa should be done. What is a Krimi Chikitsa? See, Krimi can be treated. So, anyhow, I have explained by Abhigata, Rakta Krimi, by Ahar Vihar Rakta Dushti, Raktavarana Vata Prakopa, leading to Shota. First Tama Avastha, then Pachama, then Bhakka Avastha, then you get a Runa. So here one question arises about this infection theory. It's very relevant in this context. Uh, in Ayurveda, is there explanation of infection theories? Many of them refute such a theory, but it's what Sushruta said. It's clearly it is told in Sushruta Uttaratantra. Raktaja krimi causes all the Raktaja Vyadis like Vruna Shota, Vruna Visarpa, Adi, all the Raktaja Vyadis will occur. So, uh, if it is so, if infection is the cause of the disease, why it is not told? First of all, this question arises. So, here very interesting thing is, if krimi is the cause of disease, why they have not told infection as the cause of the disease? They tell always dosha vaishamya is the cause of the disease. In Ayurveda, it is a great theory. So if krimi is the cause, is in my body. If you see, there are crores of bacteria. I don't get any disease. Why? Because I am in samadosha avastha. When by ahara vihara or abhigata dosha vaishamya occurs, then only krimi can invade. Otherwise, it cannot. That is why, for the cause of disease, otherwise, if dosha vaishamya occurs, then only krimi invades. Even if you see coronavirus also, if there is a dosha vaishamya, then only krimi causes the disease. If 100 persons get coronavirus, the symptom will occur only for any few people, and seriousness goes to very few people, where dosha vaishamya is already is there existing. For such people, it will become serious disease presentation will occur. Otherwise, there will not be any symptom. Patient will be all right, nothing will be there. So that is why in Ayurveda we never tell cause of the disease is krimi. We tell dosha vaishamya is the cause of disease. But while treating it, unless you remove this krimi, how much amount of dosha apachana you do, you will not get dosha healthiness will not occur. Because that is why Sushruta said instead of doing dosha amapachana, he says many krimija chikisa in Shashirupakram, Surasadi, Gana, Saptavarna, Karanja, Nimba, Rajantpacha, Gomutra, Ksharodaka, all these comes under krimi chikitsa. Definitely every day we use Ksharodaka, just soap we are using, this nothing but Ksharodaka. So these are many drugs we can use. In vitro it is useful, in vivo also it is useful. So then another thing is in all these things, Sushruta says, Rakshet balam chapi narasya nityam tadrakshitam vyadi balam nihanti. If you maintain his bala, you maintain his dosha samyata, then this rakshita bala will always nihanti, decreases vyadi bala decrease. So coming to this Runa Chikisa, Shashti Upakrama is the first Upakrama is Apatarpana. Why Apatarpana is Apatarpana eva Pradhanatamam. Apatarpana means what? Apatarpana means Sarvam Langanam. All Langanas are 4 Shodhana Langana and 6 Shamana Langana. Deepana, Pachana, Vyaya, Matavasana comes under Shamana Langana, whereas Vamana, Virechana, Rakta Mokshana and Nirovasti comes under Shodhana Langana. So Shodhana, that is why he says Sa Sambrambhesh Kartvavyam Urdhvascha Adhascha Sodhanam Upavaso Hitam Bhuktam Pratam Rakta Mokshanam. Sa Sambrambh, when there is acute inflammatory swelling, severe swelling is there, always you do Urdhva Adhashodhana. By Apatarpana, what is there? Raga Sambrambhrahita. Usually, what I do in my practice is, I do Sadhyovana and Sadhyovirechana and Rakta Mokshana. Immediately, his acute edematous swelling will come down. Raga Sambrambhrahita. Sadhya Shanti Shuddhana Vrana. His Vrana becomes immediately decreased. If you see here, it's a acute swelling, Sambrambha swelling is there. On 9th he came. Then on 12th, after doing Sadhya Virechana, you see, all swelling reduced, creases you can see. You see, creases you can see. Like it occurred due to just I did Sadhyomana and Sadhyavirechana. Just within 2 days, he got reduced. You see, reduced and skin everything gone, started to respond to treatment. You see, this is what by 15th, you see, this is the result. When we started to dressing, slowly the dead tissue is removed. Slowly dressing is done continuously. On 20th, 21st, 22nd, as you see how it is progressing. 27th, it now started healthy tissue, plant tissue started to come slowly. Healthy tissue started to come, but there is a dead tissue, everything is gone. Go off. By 4th April, see, almost Rana started to heal, and slowly a dead tissue falls off. This is what happens. See, just what we do is we use dead tissue is removed. They started to heal. Redness comes. Healing occurs. See, I hope you can see the all dead tissue, dead fingers, everything falls off by itself. Self amputation has happened. Slowly started to healing. By February, by July, you see, almost healed by about 3 months. We could save his limb, but dead fingers are gone. We saved the limb. I hope by 4th November, after almost 9 months, we could save his limb. He is completely cured now. Yeah. So treatment given is, I will explain. Apadarpana done, Sadhyomana Hadyavirechana. Criminal drug Vigachikisa, Aragvadadi Askriti, Gomutra Arka is given internally. Aragvadadi Kashaya Gomutra Arka, betadine lotion for Vrana Prakshalana, continuously done till complete cure. Modern antibiotics was given for 10 days according to culture and sensitivity. After that, modern antibiotics are completely stopped. Once Vrana becomes healthy, for Ropana, Jatyadi Taila with and Vrana Utso Aragvadadi Gomutra Aragvadadi Kashaya, Gandakarasayana, as Rasayana and Kaishara Gugulu start for Madhumeha, Vamana Virechana, and patient was taking oral hypoglycemic drug continuously as earlier. Asanadi Gana Kashaya, Chandra Prabhavati, Vasanta Kusmaka Rasa, as Rasayana is given continuously. As his this one sugar slowly coming down, we started withdrawing his oral hypoglycemic drug. Runa Dhupana done for fumigation, for medicated smoke. As a Krimigna, Runa Dhupana is if daily it was done after doing dressing, so that patient got the relief completely. After Rakshalana with the Gomutra Arka and Aragvadadi Kashaya, Runa Dhupana is done. It's another patient. So see how much big wound was there. As started slowly, started healing. Healed by 13 January, all his wound is pronounced healed. Yeah, healed now. Another patient with a big wound, diabetic ulcer. We did the same line of treatment is followed with Kashaya Prakshalana and Rana Dhupana, Sadhyomana and Sadhyavirechana. Slowly responded. Yatya dressing was done. Slowly responded. Healthy tissue started to come. Slowly, it was healing. I hope it is self-explanatory, no need of explaining. Yes, almost healed. Was completely cured by about by 1 year. 1 year, we healed him completely. Yeah, almost healed now. Okay. By 2015, he has healed. So another patient recently we have treated patient was separately well 1 month. Gradually developed a peeling of the skin that big too. Later it turned into a non-healing ulcer associated with the blood mixed first discharge pain. Known case of diabetes for 13 years. Underwent surgery for diabetic ulcer on the right foot for 2 years back. Now he got a left foot. Yeah. Anyhow, X-ray inspection. Neuropathy is okay. रक्त is हेतु विशेष आहार विहार अभिघात and कृमि पित्त कफ स्वरूप रक्त दृष्टि रक्ताणुवात प्रकोप leading to Runashotha. We had pitta and kapha, both lakshanas were there. This is with the Srava, Daha, Paka, and huge discharge was there. He was kapha with the Avratajanya Madhumehi at the same time. A Kushtaruna was there, pitta kapha. Treatment done is a Shodhana by Sadhyom Hadevirechana, and Shamana drugs are used. And Runabandhana and Runamthupana, Krimihara, Chikitsa. So drugs are used Gandhakrasayana, Kaishava Chandraprabha, Vasanta Kusmakarasa, Mahamanjishchari Kashaya. Patient had a DB-side tablet initially and Limister, anti-diabetic, and ofloxacin he was taking. It was continued for about 5 days. Same medicine was continued. After culture sensitivity, accordingly, the drug was given. Ofloxacin was given for about 5 days. Then we continued our Ayurveda treatment with the Triphalachurna and Tamarapasma and Makaradhvaja added, and slowly continued with the medicine. Then we did Sadhyavana and Sadhyavirechana. Dressing was done continuously. So initially, was a big ulcer was there with the huge oozing was there. And the dressing done accordingly with the Arakvadadi, Gana Kashaya, and Gomutrarka for Prakshalana, and Spatika Jala was used for Prakshalana. Then for dressing we used Madhu and Tamra Basma mixture was used, and Runadhupana was done. Such a big ulcer with was there. Slowly we go on doing the dressing. Just within a month, we started healing. By 26th, it started healing. It came by 27/3, just you see by 28/3, 29/3. So daily, progressively is improving. By 31/3, it's almost healed now. Discharged him on 2nd, 4th, on follow-up, on 18th, 4th, it's almost healed. Very healthy tissue has come. So, to conclude, Acharya Sushruta elaborately described Varna Upakramas with the localized as a systematic use of the many drugs. Avasechana is told, Varna Shodhana and Ropana drugs are told. Specifically about Tamravasma, it is told as a Jantugna. It's one of the best Jantugna, Krimihara. Any infective conditions, if you use Tamravasma with the Madhu, beautifully it heals. All infection goes off. It heals very fast. What we have find out this case. So with this presentation, what I have to see, if a patient of diabetic foot comes with no hope other than amputation, bone amputation, we can save his limb, but there should be a great effort from physician and also as well as by patient also. Not only he should have confidence, he should sustain that pain and long term treatment. It may I think I have seen 2-3 cases took almost 1 year. Such a big ulcer, everything gangrene is healed and he recovered completely. So that is why always you have to see doshas in a given vyadhi, accordingly present, give the treatment. Dosha vyadhi chikinsa. With this presentation, what I am saying, satat adhyanam, vadha, paratantrolakam, continuously you do adhyana, discussion, further related tantra, you should do avalokana in other tantras. And very important, acharya seva. With acharya seva, you can understand that karyakarana vivechana of different vyadhis and different stage where we should give which drug. This can be understood. With this understanding, we can develop. With this suggestion, first of all, thankful for organizers for giving this opportunity to share my experience of treating many of the diabetic foot gangrene. With this, I am very thankful. I conclude my presentation. If you have any questions, we can have a discussion. Thank you very much, sir. Hello.
Thank you very much,
Hello.
sir.
If you have anybody questions, you can ask.
Yes. Thank you very much, sir. On behalf of Shreyas E-Learning Academy, it was a very nice, elaborative presentation, and I hope all the practitioners, after seeing such wounds, diabetic wounds getting treated very well with the Ayurvedic management, have boosted confidence of all the practitioners here listening. And thank you very much to share this knowledge again. We are privileged to have a speaker of your stature every time. You give us hope and confidence in difficult cases on the lines of Ayurveda. Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah. Thank you.
Sir, there are questions in the chat box. Sir,
Okay.
what should be done in cases of type 1 diabetes and Bahudosha Matra? Should we go with Vamanadi Karma or not for Vrana Shodhan purpose?
Yeah, when it is Dhatuksheja, when Rana is there, Rana is Avarana Janya, you see. So for that Rana, your treatment you should do Sadhyomana and Sadhyavirechana and give treatment accordingly. But for Madhumeha, you can't treat by Ayurveda treatment. Then you may need insulin in such conditions. It is a Dhatuksheja means there will be degeneration of vital Langerhans cells and patient